to Let's Play Skyrim Special Edition with Mathius here, having just had essentially a nap after murdering his way through an entire fortress of enemy spellcasters, and coming to the realization that while he is still weak, he's he's not as incapable as he thought he was. So the plan for this episode, we're going to try and make it back to the college, and along the way, I think Mathius would like to stop off at a city, or at least something larger than Winterhold, maybe Windhelm itself, and make himself some protection, because well, there's been nice chest that we missed there. There's been once or twice where things have got a bit dicey for him. But I'll have to double check that the orc flesh spell wouldn't be interfered with. Oh, that is perfect. This is what we've been looking for. The bound weapon stuff in the conjuration tree. There it goes. I'm super excited about that find. And you know what? Some fine clothes and merchant's boots. Just for wearing around the place when he's not, you know, out and about in Skyrim, murder hoboing his way through entire castles full of people. Didn't mean to take that basket, but we'll deal with that. So this, where are we looking here? Bound sword. I think we already know that spell. Yep. You know, it just improves the caster's armor in, so that's even better. So we're gonna go into our magic here. And which? Oh no, that was it. Bound sword. We are 100% favoriting that. I think is it. Yeah, P goes to magic straight away. But we are actually going to assign this a number 2. Yeah, I think we're going to assign this to number 1, as we don't really use flames too much anymore. But this is perfect. This is what I've been hoping to find for Mathius. I would like to enchant him some armor while keeping the magic feel to him. So we're gonna go with an enchanted weapon. If we sheath this, does it? Yeah, it just disappears. Okay. Now I'm gonna assume there's actually a way out through the caller's quarters upstairs, and that we just missed that. Oh, I'm super glad that we did. We slept until around noon, as it was 3 AM by the time we were done killing our way through everyone in this miserable little excuse for a hovel. Oh, soul gems. This game is being too good to me right now, which makes me exceptionally suspicious. I don't believe we need a black bandana for anything. Staff of Fury, nice. Oh, that is incredible. It was leather armor I was planning on making, so I think we'll be keeping our hands on those. Don't think we have need of a shield, although we may take it just to sell, as we are still quite light on materials and such, and we might have to pay for a little bit of what we need. Ah, it was that door. Okay. And now I think, admiring the carnage that he's wrought, Mathius is just going to walk out this nice big shiny front door and back out into the wilderness of Skyrim. That is kind of a gross loading screen game. Thank you for that. Ysgramor, from which all Nords, and then hence all of Tamriel's humans, are basically born from. as well, he's Grimoire the first of the humans to Tamriel, so I have to imagine that I think all of the humans except the Bretons are direct from Nords, and I think the Bretons actually have a little bit of Elf mixed in with them. Yeah, we're just gonna follow this coastline down, I think. Maybe skip over this mountain here if we get chance. Oh, sorry about that. That was a strange hiccup. Okay, the clouds are done. That's perfect. So I think we'll actually get conjuration skill for hitting things with this sword here. We may get one-handed as well, I'm not sure. Yep, we do. It's just another skill to level up. Take these skeever tails for our alchemy. Now unfortunately I have to keep this thing out now. That looks like maybe a way we can get over the mountain. I may look at getting a mod to remove the compass. We'll see how we feel about that. Yeah, put that away. It's not too much magic to summon it, so we'll just put that away for now. I think we will visit this dragon wall while we're here. Mathius is still unsure what these do. He knows they react to him in some kind of way, but I don't think he has any clue what they are yet, having never encountered Draconic before. Hopefully there's nothing too crazy guarding this one. I don't think dragons exist yet. Okay. That's unfortunate. And he's... Oh, that is so many flavors of not cool game. Are we okay? Are we dead? Or nope, we're dead. We just it hadn't really sunk into us yet. So yeah, no, maybe we're not going to visit that dragon wall. Don't think we're in any shape to be taking on dragon priests right now. This early in the game. Although it is nice not to be freezing to death every time we step out of the door. I'm not sure what that's down to. I think it's literally just that Winterhold is just that cold that you will freeze to death stepping out of your front door for more than 10 minutes. We feel chilly. Oh. Well, hello there, campfire. Bandits. Now we may, oh boy. What's... We're not getting down that way. This may have been a mistake, coming this way. I'm going to attempt to kind of shimmy our way down this mountain without falling and breaking our neck. But I definitely think we're interested in this ruin. If bandits are here, that means treasure's here, which means more time that we can spend on our studies, because we won't starve to death while at the college. Because they don't seem to really have any interest in feeding us. I think they expect us to kind of make our own way. Getting okay at that now. Now, I think Mathius is more interested in forging his own armor. Oh, sorry, well, I guess, tanning his own armor than he is in taking it from the dead. But he is going to start and take bits to sell and to learn from. What do we got here? Archer. So I think we're just cutting the coin purses off a lot of these guys, maybe grabbing some weapons. There goes another one. See, did you have any actual food lying around? Well, a deer pelt. We might be able to turn that into something. We are very cold, so we need to duck inside somewhere at some point anyway. We could obviously just light a campfire, but, well, I think this is another one of those two birds with one stone situation, where we can take shelter inside this bandit-occupied ruin and earn ourselves some money while we're at it by clearing it out. I think this is... Also, I think it bugs Mathius a little bit. The bandits are here. Okay, well, our lockpicking skill is just ass for now because we're frozen solid, so we'll try and get that chest on the way out. Yeah, it just bugs them that they're here at all, because obviously he knows what the Dwemer are. He would probably recognize this as one of their ruins, which means there are some valuable magical artifacts here that these guys would just pawn off. They'd have no understanding of what they found and could quite easily destroy whatever's actually in here and is worth anything. Now, all this gold is certainly appreciated. It's going to help pay for his time at the college. That looks like a trap. But I think we're more interested in the Dwemer artifacts themselves. They emulate life in certain ways. I don't think Mathius has ever actually encountered any before. Probably only heard a few stories. Now, if this counts as a face instead of a... Well, we have a lot of stuff actually. Does that remove our hood? It doesn't. How does that look? You know, I think we're okay with that because it is cold out here, and protecting our mouths from the cold would be a sensible first step towards not freezing to death. Looks like that's not the way in. Hello, friend. Thank you for your lockpick and your mace. We are freezing, not quite to death yet. I would like to find an entrance before we get to that point. Hi. Take that. Lovely. I think we might actually take that axe just to enchant it. And I'm not seeing any kind of inside here. Enchanted stuff, all good. And a Dwemer chest. Even better. You know, I think we're going to... which button is this? Okay, I think it's stopped working again here. We go to the campfire mod and into the gameplay page. Yep, for some reason these aren't staying bound. I'll have to look into that at some point. We're going to start up a campfire here. Use some firewood. Apparently my shelter keeps me from getting any colder. I'm not actually in a shelter, but... I haven't seen a way into this place yet, at least not up here. I'm hoping there actually is one. But now I think we're just going to warm ourselves up by this campfire. Looks like we're not freezing to death anymore, which is real nice. I think if we can't find a way into this place soon, we'll just continue on our way back to Windhelm. Try and get some nice armor made when we get there. So we're going to destroy the campfire. Reclaim the fuel we didn't use. There must be a way into this place that we missed. That looks like a bit too far to be dropping right now. Maybe down there. I'm not a massive fan of these bridges these guys have built. I feel like bridge is an optimistic term for what's going on here. I feel like Death Wish might be more appropriate for these contraptions. Now we have... Is that just going to open the front gate and let us back out? Yes, but what's in front of there? Nothing. Okay. Slightly unfortunate. Guess we'll use this fire now. Yeah, I'm not sure that there is a way into this one. That's a little bit of a bummer. But we got some okay loot out of it anyway, and it was a side thing. We want to be heading to our east. As soon as we find a road to head to our east on. We would rather be... It's always the wolves. Yeah, we would rather be on that side of the river. But I don't suppose it matters too much. See, how far do we have to go here? Yep, we still have a little ways. We might end up having to camp again along the way just to warm ourselves through. And keep our eyes open for more barrows or chances to find the undead along the way. Which could be that thing over there, I'm not sure. I don't feel like wading through that river to find out. You can get riggedy wrecked, Mr. Wolf. I've had enough of your kind for one day. And we are getting cold, so I think we're just going to preempt this here. Place our fireplace. We'll get it lit. I don't know why we can't use fire destruction 20 or higher. Apparently we're too cold to actually use our magic to light a fire. There we are. We will put down our tent here. I think we'll just sit by the fire. We'll wait for an hour, get ourselves nice and warm. So we'll wait 1 hour. Slightly thirsty, a bit peckish. That's fine. But it's time to pack up. And make the final bit of the trek to Windhelm just over there. Once we get there, we'll spend the day in Windhelm. I think spend the night at the tavern. Try and avoid getting too caught up in the local riffraff if we can. Although we may have to look into 1 or 2 rumors while we're in the city. Oh, well. I guess we're going to struggle to harvest this guy. Just got to him in time. Drag him out the water and skin him. You can back away at any point. You know what? No. Tired of Nords thinking they can run around and just stab people in the street. We'll take your ore though. And your potions. Freezing again. Really looking forward to getting our perks up so we can not freeze as quickly. Lost sight of that thing, but you know what, that's fine. Our feet are suffering from frostbite. That's a little bit less fine. That's going to slow us down, so we're going to have to just place another fire, unfortunately. So the freezing to death is done at least. You know, while we're here, we will make some leg of goat. We'll wait until we don't have frost formed on ourselves anymore. Gather up the firewood again and head back into town. We are getting a little bit later on in the day, which is fine. As warm as we're going to get. So we'll destroy that, claim back our firewood. Apparently we're still warming our hands over a nothing. And we're freezing again already. So I guess I was entirely wrong about Winterhold at least being a little bit warmer. Really want that that spell from Tolfdir that'll warm us up as we go. Now then, if anyone is still watching at this point, I haven't had many or any views on my previous videos. What is it you guys would like to see Mathius doing next? I know what I would like to see him do, and I know what his goals are. Is there anything in particular that you would like to see from him? Yeah, it looks like we're almost to there, but you know what, I'm going to set up one more time, and I think I'm actually just going to sleep on the bridge for an hour once again, because otherwise we may well die. And I think these robes are actually playing a part in that, just being as weak as they are to the frost. So I'm hoping we can make a nice big fur cloak in there to keep us warm. And that the leather armor will also help to warm us up. Because right now we are severely slowed down just by the fact that, well, we can't deal with the climate here. Can't seem to get any warmer, so we'll destroy that now. Hopefully we don't go... Yeah, we're straight back to freezing the second we don't have a fire. And we're straight back to being slow too. So I think as soon as we're in the city, we'll go get some food in the tavern, sit and have our lunch, get warm through, and then we'll go hit the blacksmith's forge and make our armor. And then if we can find it, I guess we might have to wait until we get back to the Mage's College to do it. But we'll go on a bit of an enchanting spree. We don't have much to enchant with, but we have a little. So as long as we can get some magic of regen or extra magic on there, I think we'll be doing okay. Okay, so we're in town. beginning to warm up. I think when you're in towns, it's much more difficult to freeze just because of all the fires that are around. But we will pop into the Candle Hall anyway for an hour, eat our lunch, get ourselves nice and stocked up and warmed through.
This is an ode to Skyrim's truest sons and daughters, the Stormcloaks.
Which room is this woman singing in?
Drink to our youth, to
Can't
the
just
days
throw the
coming.
big logs on the fire. Gotta have a
The
little
age
bit.
of oppression is now nearly done. We'll drive out the empire from this land that we own.
Huh. Dark Elf
With
singing
our
the
blood
Stormcloaks.
and our steel, we will take back our home. All hail to Ulfric, you are the High King. In your great honor we drink and we sing. We're
Well,
the children of Skyrim and we fight all.
so you're getting much more
our
into this than I am,
lives,
folks, I'm not gonna lie.
and
Is that just
every
a
one
random
of us
necromancer?
dies.
What might you need? Need
This
something?
land is ours, and we'll see it
I was hoping we could talk to her and have an actual conversation.
all day long. Do you have any idea how dull voices are?
Looks like there's no one here that we can just talk to, though.
All hail to Ulfric.
If it's a mercenary you're looking for, you found him. There's no stronger sword on for hire in all Skyrim.
You know, you do look like you have your stuff together. And we could part with 500 gold right now. We have... You know what, Stenvar? Consider yourself hired.
My blade is sharp and I thirst for battle. Onward then.
Fantastic.
Let's go.
Now this is perfect. We've been looking for a meat shield for a short while now. For a long while, actually.
Careful.
So having a nice big front liner like that is fantastic. Now, I've never actually played with Stenvar before. I did know that there were random mercenaries for hire in taverns, but I didn't know he was one of them. I did think there would be one in Windhelm, but...
Heard about you and your honeyed words.
Cool. I am famous. Okay, we're gonna... Okay, now, I don't think we're gonna have enough leather to do everything that I want straight away here. In fact, I think we're gonna be quite a while short from that. We
Don't
could
get too
probably
far
make...
ahead.
We could probably make that, but something tells me that a waistband is not going to be the best thing that Mathius has ever done. We could go for, let's see, how much would we need for leather? Well, we already have boots. We could make the braces, but not quite the helmet. We would have to buy some more provisions in the morning from the other guy. And I think that might be worth it. I think we're going to craft what we can. And then in the morning, I think we will just buy the rest... buy some leather from the blacksmith out here. And we'll do some trading that way. So we'll head into the tavern. Get a room for the night.
Come on
Let
me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
I guess Stenvar still has his room.
Yes, I haven't got all day.
Got some fresh baked bread and good Let's sate that appetite,
Indeed. Let's get some stew. We actually have a lot more money than I thought we did, so I think we're gonna start splashing out and get some nice things. Like, we've been sticking to stew and soups because they're just the cheapest thing we can get. Now, we don't want 27 Nord meads, but I think we will have a drink or two tonight to celebrate
Enjoy your stay.
the income we
don't
found
break
ourselves
it
with.
up.
I don't...
Poor Nilsine has been wrecked since her sister was killed. I'd appreciate it if you don't bother my wife, Tova. She's still in mourning.
In mourning? What for?
Our little girl died
Oh.
recently. I've been shouldering my days with strong mead. I've been looking for an amulet of RK to remind my wife that our child is with the gods now, but I can't find one.
If I find one, I'll swing by.
Thank you.
Is that what's on our, no, ours is Mara.
Please forgive my mood. I'm still coming to terms with my daughter's death.
That's not our bed. This one maybe? Nope. Oh, I don't think it's that one. Oh wait, we didn't rent a room yet, did we?
You know about Talos? He founded the Empire.
Those dark elf refuge. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Okay.
Mind you don't put out that candle on the hearth upstairs.
Why would I do that?
Yes.
Need something?
Yeah, I need a bed for the day. Oh, so it was this one. Okay. So I think we're gonna go for a solid 10 hours sleep here. And over the night, I think, you know, I think that
Let
in the
me know if
morning,
there's anything
when we
else you
wake
need.
up, we'll have some soup, have a bit of pie, and a nice cup of tea,
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
and we'll drink this through our face mask because we
Got
are a
some fresh
wizard,
baked
and we
bread
can do
good
that.
cheese if you're after
Have
a
you
bite to
just
eat.
stood here telling me your menu all night? Because I'm not gonna lie, that's a little bit strange. And yeah, I think overnight, deciding what it was he was gonna do, Mathius is
Don't get too far ahead.
you know, he's tried on his armor that he's made for himself. Not exactly his strong suit, the smithing thing. But I think he's okay with it. You know, it could definitely be worse. But I do think we want to go buy some leathers from this guy over here. Is it the smith? I think this is actually a lot more coverage. Is he not awake yet? Than our robes were giving us, so hopefully we won't be freezing to death quite as quickly.
Need some metal hammered.
What have you got for sale, actually?
Finest weapons and armor.
I'm more looking for just a little bit of a supply increase. Now, what can we sell to this man as well, seeing as we're in here? Well, we'll sell him this dwarven gyro. Don't think it's useful for much. Get rid of the goat. I think we're going to keep the, get rid of the ore. Keep these ingots. We're definitely going to be keeping our leather, obviously. We'll sell him these braces, this shield, and these ranger boots. Yeah, we don't need those. I don't think we care too much about that enchantment. You can have this arrow and this dagger that will probably lodged in my side. We're going to keep Pig Sticker here. We're going to enchant this. I think we're quite attached to it, despite the fact it's probably useless. Yeah, I think we'll just get rid of a lot of this stuff, try and reduce our weight. Not much else more he's willing to buy from us.
You need or a new blade. Come see me.
So we'll make this the helmet, the final piece of this armor here.
Reminds me when I first started smithing.
We look absolutely ridiculous. I think, you know,
Fresh fruit and vegetables for sale.
that looks equally ridiculous. You know, maybe we just go with a circlet, eh? Maybe we enchant one of these.
Working in Wendhelm is great. I can see Ulfric up close.
And I think we will put a little bit of time just making sure our armor fits right. You know, we'll do that anyway. Probably, we'll tell you what.
You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
Yeah, on that note, friend,
Sure. Feel free to hand me all the gold you want.
not quite gold, but I do have for you a fine leather helmet, and I think you would just look absolutely spiffy in it. You know, that's
Lead on then.
It just... It's very you.
Can't just throw the big logs on the fire.
So I think we're going to start making our way back up to Windhelm now. Sorry, to Winterhold, coming from Windhelm. Nice to have someone on our side. We are going to be keeping our eyes out now to upgrade his equipment as well, as I think we've probably passed up quite a few upgrades for him. And I think it'll be nice just to have some company, just to have someone along on these adventures to talk to for Mathius. He spent a few nights alone in the wilderness, barely getting any sleep because he's scared that wolves are going to climb into his tent at night and eat his feet. Because that just... Oh, a furious snowstorm. Great. You know, I think we may even splash out a little.
Oh, pardon me. Was I in your way?
No. We may splash out a little and take the carriage back home to the college.
The Imperials think we need their laws.
I don't think that at all, actually. I think the laws are kind of dumb. But I guess I'm not exactly the poster child for Imperial law myself. Anyway, friend.
Need a ride?
Yes, I do.
Where do you want to go?
I would like to go through this blizzard that's here to Winterhold.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
You climbing in, or are you just gonna jog alongside? You seem like you enjoy running.
There once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to right run from old Rorik's day.
Well, he's better than some of the bards, which I don't know if I'm pleased or upset by that. Means we'll have a nice, pleasant ride up to back to the college at least. Slightly thirsty and hungry, and we could use a nap. Well, we can solve all of those things at once by having some nice potato soup.
My job is to serve the Jarl.
And not having a nap.
Talking to travelers.
Well, that's good for you, I guess. I'm gonna go to the college. That is a cool helmet.
You're that one from the college. Heard about you.
All good things, I hope. Hopefully Tolfte is back and we can buy that warmth spell from him. And we're probably just going to sneak our way into the Archmage's quarters to use his enchanting bench again. Well, use it for the first time, I guess. You're, well, not much of a talker, are you, Stenbar? Yeah. Strong silent type. Seems very Nordic.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim.
Funny you should mention
the
that.
local Nords may not like us very much, but they don't seem to mind having access to enchanted weapons and armor.
That's exactly what we're off to do, now that you mention it.
We shouldn't have been disturbing Sarthal, no matter what you found down there.
We can agree to disagree. Now apparently the air up here is frigid and deadly. I'm not sure why we live in a place where the air is deadly. That seems like a slight miscalculation on our part. We are freezing. Is that Tolfte? Nope.
It must be powerful.
We don't know that.
We brought the disco ball home.
Where is Orin anyway?
In his quarters with that Thalmor on Kano. Something urgent, it sounded like.
Oh, I'm sure it
All right,
is.
That's enough. Let's return to our business, please.
Speaking of business,
I hear you found some thing in Sartor. You think it could help make me a powerful mage?
Yeah,
what
that
are you
thing.
looking at?
I recovered your books.
Well, well. And you seem to be in one piece.
Yeah, slightly not so
Thank you.
for the guy
I'll
who
look
took
these
them.
over and inform Mirabelle if I find anything relevant. Night of Tears, eh? I remember this one. Well, isn't that interesting? Did you read it yourself?
No.
If I recall it correctly, that has some interesting implications. You should mention that to Toldir. And here. I suppose you've earned these.
Racial something. Daughter of Nibbin. Let's take a look at these books. Row Ceiling. Start a quest. The Ransom of Zarek. The Court of Malakath. We're just opening these all so that they oh, nice. They get the red option there. So that we can know that we're not dumping anything important. Oh nice. That is very nice. A destruction upgrade. And restoration. Alteration too. Really actually learning quite a bit from the college here.
Fight well.
You too. I guess we should go speak to Tolfdir. This thing is somewhat unsettling, Tolfdir.
Enchanting services.
Good to see Skyrim still has spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
And let's hope that I am one of those with the talent. I don't know if we're wearing an amulet right now. I think we are. Yes, we are. We're wearing the Sarthol amulet. I don't think we'll be keeping that. And you know, we'll keep hold of these. These were given to us by the college, so we'll probably put those away for now. But I think we want to be selling some stuff to old Tolfdir here. Doesn't have too much gold, but we want fox skin. We want that a lot. And now we want to sell him some things to basically empty out his cash and fill ours. Don't think we're too concerned with all these staves. Merchant boots. They look kind of nice, so we'll keep hold of those. Wow, they're only worth 8. Really? I'll disenchant them and keep them then. Scroll of Ice Spike. I don't think we're too concerned with that. And you know what, Tolfdir, buddy? How would you like to be the proud owner of a bunch of spell tomes for first level spells? Oddly enough, at exactly your gold value.
It's always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education.
Yeah, Urag said I should come speak with you.
Did he now?
Yes,
Does
like
he have
just now.
information about our wonderful discovery?
Something in a book said, in the Night of Tears, said something.
Buried beneath Sarthol? Something that men and Nair fought over? I'll have to make a point of rereading it. I don't recall the details. I just can't seem to tear myself away. Whatever this is, its beauty is like nothing
That seems
I've
like a
ever
bad
seen
thing.
before. If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations. I'm sure you've already noticed the markings. They're quite unlike anything we've seen before.
Yep, agreed.
Eliad, Gwemmer, Daedric, or even Falmer. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed. Now, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am, given my extensive years of experience, but can you feel that? This marvelous object, it practically radiates magicka.
Maybe that's because we have it sit in a magic fountain.
Anything I've felt before. Archmage Aaron is already hard at work, and hopefully we'll have more information soon.
I'm afraid I must intrude. It is urgent that I speak with your associate immediately.
This is most inappropriate. We're involved in serious research here.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before. The audacity.
The audacity,
Suppose we'll
indeed.
continue this at some later time, when we can avoid interruptions.
Yeah.
I need you to come with me immediately. Let's go.
Can I say no?
Really? Well, allow me to clarify the situation. I'd like to know why there's someone
claiming to be from the Sijic Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why he's asking for you specifically.
I'm kind of a big
we're going
deal.
to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants.
Yeah, why don't you go advise somebody else?
Technically that is true, but I still report to the Old Merry Dominion, and I cannot ignore this situation. Don't worry. You can return to your petty squabbles and meaningless research as soon as this matter is resolved.
Oh, I really want to fireball you in the face. I better get to fireball you in the face. Where is this guy? You know, it's people like you that make the Stormcloaks look reasonable. Guess we can get a bit of a move on
you are
here.
going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here, and then he will be removed from college grounds.
In case you didn't notice, pal, I don't take orders from you. Oh,
Please
hello.
do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm.
This again.
It is good to meet you in person.
What did you do?
I've given us a chance to speak privately, but I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief.
Okay.
The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen.
Well, it's not like I've been close to it for a while.
Here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with.
Okay. Why don't you do something about it then? You seem to know what you're doing.
I'm afraid it's not that simple.
Oh.
You must understand the Sijic Order does not typically intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm also aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano, your Thalmor associate. Nevertheless, my order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so.
So, if all you're going to do is stand there and tell me what I should do, why should I trust you? You don't seem a lot different from Onkano standing there telling me this, that, and the other.
I presume you refer to Onkano's distaste for the Sijic Order. The Thalmor see our order as a threat because we have power, and we will not allow them to control us.
Yeah, it's a common theme.
I assure you that we mean you no harm.
So what exactly is the problem? You can't send visions past that thing. So far it hasn't done anything else.
As you may have learned, this object, the Eye, is immensely powerful.
Yes.
The world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided.
Wait, so you're telling me that we've just parked a doomsday device in our college in the middle of a country in a civil war?
Unfortunately, the future is as obscure to us as it is to you. The overwhelming power of the Eye makes it difficult for us to see. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlane here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours.
Where is this Augur?
I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your colleagues must know his location. I am sorry
he's
I
a
can't
he.
provide you with further help, but this conversation requires a great deal of effort on my part. Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. We will continue to watch over you and guide you as best we can.
Yeah, because you're
It is within
doing a
you
great
to
job at that so
succeed.
far.
Never forget that.
I'm sorry. Were you about to say something? I'm not sure what happened.
Nothing.
A monk from the Sijic Order. Here after all these years, and then he just leaves. I hope we didn't offend him somehow.
Yeah, what did he want?
Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange indeed.
Yeah, not related at all. Do you know who the Augur of Dunlane
Has
is?
Toftir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject inappropriate for conversation. Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject.
So Tofty is the guy we need to see.
What is
Perfect.
the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Don't play coy. You asked to see a specific member of the college. Here he is. Now what is it that you want?
There's been a misunderstanding. Clearly I should not be here. I shall simply take my leave.
What? What trickery is this? You're not going anywhere until I find out what you're up to.
You might not
I
want
am
to...
not up to anything. I apologize if I have offended you in any way.
We will see about this.
Oh, that's awkward. You just said all that and now you're just kind of walking to the elevator together. So seeing as I'm here
What
already,
you learn here will last you a lifetime.
I'm just going to,
If you're talented.
you know, have a jog around your room because I've forgotten where your enchanting bench is. I ran right past it, actually. It's just here with all of the soul gems next to it. I think we're going to try and enchant our armor. Let's see, with our common soul gem, we can get 8% faster, so we're going to craft that. First, let's rename it. What should we rename our cool new armor? I don't know if Mathius has a particularly active imagination, so yeah, I think he would just call it the Armor of Regeneration. There we are. I think the only other things we have are petty, so I don't know that we would bother with that. Yeah, it would be 2% faster. We're not going to bother with that. We may need some stronger soul gems before we do any more. You are a crime against fashion, my friend.
Enchanting services are one of the few things.
So I think we're going to go speak to Tofty, see what he has to say about all of this. I think that's who we're going to see. Tofty! Oh. Oh, that's, isn't she your student? I mean...
It's always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education.
Oh, is that what they're calling it these days?
The college will be here for you no matter what. We always look after our own.
Yeah, speaking of being there for me, and seeing as I kind of just walked in on an intimate moment and I want to get out of here quickly, what do you know about the Augur of Dunlane?
Well now, there's a name I haven't heard in some time. My goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down in the Midden, but I haven't checked. Are you going to see him? Do tell him hello for me, won't you?
What's the Midden?
Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please do be careful.
I'll keep that in mind, I guess.
Take a look.
See if there's anything else I can sell you while I'm here. And I would really like to know what, oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it? But I don't think we can justify the cost of that just yet. When we could get 3 of those. You know, I think we might get 2 of those and then sell a bunch of things to our good friend here. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to get 2 of these, both of them. Oh, no, 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 no. We want to buy 2 of them from him. And then we're gonna sell him a couple of things. This Amulet of Mara, you can take that. We want to be keeping J'zargo's fire scrolls. I think Yeah, those were given to us by the college. We're not going to, I think it would be kind of shady to sell them those. We're done with these books now. You can have those robes. You can have these scrolls. They do look kind of useful, but we have our guy behind us now. We'll sell him this staff too. And we'll do some enchanting on those rings with the petty soul gems as practice at some other time. But I think for tonight, we're gonna settle into our room.
Cesargo is eager to hear how the scrolls are working.
I'll have to get back to you on that one, buddy. They Yep. Bit weird. Everyone seems to just wander into each other's rooms. So we'll put our nice clothes and things away. We'll keep our rings for enchanting tomorrow. I think off screen at some point I'll sort through everything that we have here, because we're carrying a bunch of stuff. I think a lot of it is actually, I think we're going to put pig sticker away as well. I think a lot of it is from firewood and this tent, and I think we actually have quite a bit of food on us now. But for tonight, I think we're going to fall into our bed, and we'll deal with the augur and the rest of our enchanting tomorrow. Thanks for joining me on this episode, folks. I shall see you in the next one.